Hey, Facebook, how are you? Pete Olsen, happy Monday the 8th here from beautiful God's Country, Montana, here at my place at Jackpot Ranch. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got a great topic today, the 10 best ways to save money. And it's actually from an article that was emailed to me via from my mortgage company. It was crazy, and it was so good that I had to share it. It was so good that I had to share it because it's just great content. Some of it common sense stuff, but just provides great value. And if you guys hang around to the end, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you and give you a way to contact me, and I'm going to let you know the little trick that I utilize to beat inflation, so inflation never affects me whatsoever while everyone else has to struggle with it. Okay? All right, very good. So the 10 best ways to save money. Number one, eliminate your debt, right? Eliminate your debt. That's huge. If you're trying to save money through budgeting, but you still carry a ton of debt, that makes no sense. You got to eliminate the debt first, right? Because that doesn't, you're just paying so much money on that interest. You want to make sure that you get that out of the way before you're even worried about saving the money. Okay, so eliminate the debt. Right, that sounds like good advice for what most financial advisors would say that I follow. And I think that's just good common sense to get rid of any extra debt that you have. Number two, set savings goals. You need to visualize what you're saving for. You can set different saving targets with the timeline to make it easier to save. Want to buy a house in 3 years, let's say, with a 20% down payment? Well, visualize that. Now you have a target. You'll know what you need to save every month in order to do so. Okay. Number three, I love this one. I think all of us have heard this a lot. Pay yourself first, right? Set up an auto debit from your checking account or your savings account with each payday. And whether it's $50 or $100 or $500, don't cheat yourself out of a long-term savings plan. I love the pay yourself first where you don't even miss it. Number four, this is one that affects so many people. Oh, well, hello. Say hi to Tessa. Say hi to Tessa. Hi, Tessa. Number four, I should have just hammered this more on my parents. Stop smoking. Stop smoking. It's not easy to quit. We all know that. Anyone that we know that smokes, or if you smoke, it's definitely not easy to quit. But this was very interesting what they said in the article. If you smoke a pack and a half every day, that amounts to nearly $3,000 a year that you could have in savings, right? If you just quit. And again, it's not easy to quit, not saying it's easy to quit. But according to the Centers for Disease Control, the percentage of Americans who smoke cigarettes is now below 20% for the first time since at least the mid-1960s. That's incredible, man. That's incredible. So that's a phenomenal way to save money. I mean, I can tell you just firsthand, my parents who smoked, they spent a fortune in cigarettes. Obviously, more and more as they were, as I got older, because the prices and taxes kept going up. Number five, take a staycation. Take a staycation. And what does that mean? In other words, go on vacation somewhere right around where you are, as opposed to going to Europe or some other enormous vacation, because you can drive there, or you can get really, really cheap flights, right? And it'll save you a few $1,000s. That's a good one. Number six, spend to save. I like this one too. Utility costs very rarely go down over time. So what they're saying is take charge now to weatherize your home. So spend some money to save some money in the long term. I like that. And it's good. You can do that through your utility company. You can call them and ask for an energy audit, which is awesome. So that's a great way to save. Number seven, utility savings. Now they're talking about lowering the thermostat on your water heater by 10 degrees can save you 3 to 5% in energy costs. Okay, so lowering the thermostat on your water heater can do that can help you with a lot of savings. And if you have one of those on-demand tankless water heaters, that can deliver up to 30% savings. Those are phenomenal. I don't have one of those. I've always seen those. Amazing technology with those. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have that. Number 8, pack your lunch instead of spending money at work or wherever you're going, right? You know, if it costs you $7 to buy lunch at work, try bringing lunch for $2, right? Over the course of a year, you'd have an extra $1,250 for an emergency fund, okay? Number 9, create an interest-bearing account. So set up a CD account, set up a money market account, et cetera, something that's going to give you a little more interest than the nonsense that we get in our savings accounts now because interest rates are so low, right? So that's another little way to set that up. And it also prevents you from dipping in and spending it, right? Kind of separates that money, that savings money. And then number 10, it's called annualize your spending, okay? So let's say if you spend $20 a week for snacks at the vending machine at your office, just as an example, right? That's $1,000 you're removing from your budget. So if you think about, instead of just saying, oh, I'm only spending $20 a week or $4 a day, that doesn't seem like much. But if you say, my gosh, that's $1,000 in a year, that helps your mind say, wow, I should back off from that. Okay? So those are 10 tips, guys, the 10 best ways to save money. And that came to me right from my mortgage company, which was a very cool article. And if you guys are wanting to know how I personally beat inflation, where inflation never affects me at all, a great tip, just send me a personal message here on Facebook or wherever you're seeing this, and I will get you that amazing tip. All right. God bless you guys. Have an amazing week, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.